Hey guys, Thunderset here doing a revisit to a proven deck, this time with a very old tech added in. This is like a 3-year-old card, very old. It's Caninetaur. Once per turn, this card battles an opponent's monster. During damage calculation, you send one beast or beast warrior or wing beast from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, it gains some attack, but that's not the point. The point is Lunalights, guys. So we're revisiting Lunalights. When you send these two to the graveyard to trigger an effect, which is exactly what Caninetaur is doing, you trigger their effects. She will search your fusion card. She will make the opponent's monster 0. That's even the attacking monster that's triggered Caninetaur. You turn them to 0, bump him up to like 1900, and they just take that immediate damage, lose that monster, and then you follow through, guys. Super nice tech. Works perfectly with the archetype. Helps search, helps you attack. It's like a mirror wall. And then on top of that, another tech card that's really old that people kind of ignore is Fire Formation Gyoku. I've been using it since Lunalights came out, and it's still just my best form of back row removal for this deck. Not only for the tiny attack boost, but just for the fact that you can't chain it, and that we don't need the back row space. So it works out really well in this current meta, and just love it, guys. So, you know, this deck is proven strong. You leave a weak field, they OTK you super easy. You add in some back row hate like Gyoku, and it just handles everything. So it's pretty cool. It's a little sacky though, that's why we use Grit, so you can survive. But other than that, it's all stuff you know before. We'll see some Caninetaur plays. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing Sarah. Going first. Gotta show them Grit, but they'll still sometimes forget with Luna. So first turn play, we can make an Emerald Bird play. It should be super okay, because it's first turn and we have Grit. Our opponent just sets a monster. We drew into our Caninetaur, so you get to see him in action to get our search going. We're going to swing into a Giga Gloves, dump a Yellow Marten. That's going to give us a search. For our Lunalight Fusion, we'll be able to start our combos later. We're going to also tick at him for 1200 damage, because he doesn't want to use his Giga Gloves on this little Emerald Bird, so he won't. Now he's going to special summon the level 5, special summon the level 2, right into the level 7 Stealth Ninja, and I do believe he stops there. After getting up to 4k, normal summons a Flutist. Really, I have no idea why he normal summoned that Flutist, so that's what loses him the duel, really. We were still able to swing over his boy. His Stealth Ninja, obviously, we're at 4,200. But he messed up. He left this little Flutist with only 2,800 life, switch him to defense, and just win the game, guys. But we would have got over the Stealth Ninja, we would have destroyed him, and moved on with the duel. Still been in a good position regardless. Alright, here we are versus Carly Carmine. Going first. She's using some Lava Golem stuff. We get 2 Gyokus. A Marten. We're going to set the Marten. The opponent's going to normal summon a Magician's Rod. That's into a Navigation. Now this is why Gyoku is so strong, guys. You can't chain Navigation to Gyoku. It's like a Night Beam, but it gives us a little bit of attack. So here he uses Illusion Magic to tribute his Magician's Rod. Now we know he has a live Navigation because we've seen all the cards required. Sets 2 cards. Navigation has to be right there. We hit that first, hit that second. Now he can't use any spell cards. We have all day to swing at him. I was just going to swing with that 2000 attack from some Fox. 2 quick swings from her and it was over. Great stuff, guys. Alright, Odion. So we're his worst nightmare with this Gyoku's, guys. We don't want to see those trap heavy boys. Not only Gyoku's, but there's another way to get around back row that you're going to see in this duel that I won't spoil for you. So here we have the Gyoku starting off, obviously. We have a way to our fusion. He sets 3. We top deck another Gyoku, guys. Double Gyoku. We eat the first. Now we eat the second. Now we're going to use our Emerald Bird to throw away Marten, which is going to let us search our Lunalight Fusion. Now we're going to use that Lunalight Fusion for all 3 of them for a Saber Dancer. Now we could have returned the Emerald to our hand with the Martin and then done that fusion. Probably would have been a little better of a play, but we're just fine here. It wouldn't have been 4K if we did that. This way we're threatening lethal just in case that was a dead card, but of course, yeah, Kiteroid. So now we have 2000, uses Kiteroid to block that pure 4K, then Draining Shield on our Crimson Fox, which we actually negate with another Crimson Fox. Just gonna let him gain 1000, but then the attack still goes through. He loses 2000. We also gained 1000. So very productive. Sets another back row. Here we're going to normal summon our Caninetaur. Now we'll bring out our Martin just to get around any drowning mirror forces. We'll swing at him here. He's gonna use a Rainbow Life, so really burning his resources. Not really achieving his win con. But just a game of resources. Now he's in a top deck mode. Sets a trap. We swing into it. It is a Drowning Mirror Force, but I did not leave the field vulnerable with our Martin. So now we rebuild. He's still in top deck mode. We get to normal summon our Crimson Fox. They're straight 2k with the Gyokus, guys. She's 1k. Now we're hit with an Anguish pattern. We have one more out to this Anguish pattern, guys. And we top deck it. It's White Rabbit, so she's going to be able to return even the Anguish pattern on the field to the hand, and we can do that once per turn. So he's pretty much done for with one slot, and we get instances of return. Not to mention we could just top deck another Gyoku. So now it's just a matter of time until he finishes and he scoops. Great stuff, guys. Okay, facing Akiza. Going second. She's going full Black Rose theme and everything. What grows in the graveyard? This anime duel right here. So 2 Gyokus, guys. You may be noticing a theme. You get 2 Gyokus, you're gonna win every duel. Because the basic bones of this combo is so consistent. It just plays. So we have another way to a second Lunalight Fusion. We're still going to have all the monsters. We're going to use our Martin, return that Emerald. Now we're going to fuse straight into our Saber Dancer. We have even more back row covered, guys, so this guy's really in trouble. Here we're going to special summon our White Rabbit for later. Swing into a Psychic Wielder. So with what grows in the graveyard and Psychic Wielder, there's just nothing he could do, guys. Great stuff. Alright, facing Jaden. So I mean, you gotta use Luna in the Lunalights. Just works out. Very nice. He's using a Jaden mat with, that looks like that big ol' hero. The ultimate, whatever. I have no idea what his name is, because it's so impractical to summon. So here, it's, you know, bread and butter, guys. Your opponent leaves a weak field. They've got nothing they can do versus Lunalights. We even had 2 instances to stop their back row, so really nothing was getting over this hand. We were going to come at him. Maybe if you set it in defense, obviously you could avoid this, but her effect is pretty good. It really isn't worth it attacking into. She obviously wanted the milling, but yeah, that's this deck, guys. As long as you handle the back row, if they leave a monster out vulnerable like that, they're going to get OTK'd. It's just that consistent. Caninetaur is good first turn plays. He helps you with that consistency. You can even swing in and search. You can swing in and dump a Crimson Fox and swing over stuff. He's really strong tech. All these really old cards popping up in new decks, guys. It's great stuff. Hope you enjoy.